The stunning mountains have always been the first thing people notice about Canmore. They watch over the town like they've been here forever. But the town beneath them hasn't stood still. Over the past half-century, Canmore has grown, shifted, and redefined itself, welcoming new people, new ideas, and a constant flow of visitors drawn to its beauty. And in the heart of that change, something else has taken root. Something that, year after year, brings people together. Not just to gather, but to share in something passed down, carried forward, and made new again. Every Heritage Day weekend in the middle of town, Canmore comes alive with music. For nearly 5 decades, the Canmore Folk Music Festival has been more than a weekend event. It's a tradition, the longest running folk festival in Alberta, and a living thread that connects generations through song, story, and community. Through the first 48 editions, the event has welcomed some of the biggest names in folk music from Canada and beyond. But it's not the big names that make it special. It's the volunteers, local artists, dedicated staff, and folkies lounging in the grass that do. Ask anybody what they love about Canmore Folk Fest, and they're happy to tell you.
Well, I love the Folk Fest as I've been coming here ever since I was little, so it's a big family thing for me.
It's just always fun, always great music, always a weather event going on, which makes it interesting. And the people are lovely.
I love being introduced to new music at Canmore Folk Fest.
I love Canmore Folk Fest because of the sense of community that it creates.
I love the way the weather changes every couple of minutes. I love the community and the people. It's fun.
What I really like about the Folk Festival is all the different types of people it brings.
We love the tunes.
I love it here because the grass is soft.
But I love that I get to hug so many of my friends and see them here in this beautiful place.
But being able to enjoy a music festival in such a beautiful place doesn't just happen. It takes the hard work of a lot of people and a deep tradition in the lands we are lucky enough to be able to enjoy today to bring us together here for the love of live music.
Thousands of people every single day. There's over 700 volunteers who have donated some of their time to make this festival a success, not to mention the dozens of markets and artisans and booths selling really cool stuff and coffee and food and all of those delicious things. It really takes many, many people in the community donating their time to make this festival such a success, and I'm truly grateful for all of them. But I also want to acknowledge that we're here on Treaty 7 land. We're here on the traditional lands of the Blackfoot, the Stoney, and the Tsuut'ina people, and their heartbeat is the original music of this land. And so when we're dancing around today to all of the great artists and musicians that have come from all over the world to be here, let's just take a moment to reflect and remember that the original music of the land was the Indigenous drum and the songs that you can still hear from our ancestors on the wind. And I'm truly grateful for all the stewards that came before us.
Being new to this community and music scene, I immediately saw that it's about more than just music. It's about people, connection, and tradition. What started as a small festival has grown into a defining event for the town and its culture.
The Canmore Folk Festival was founded in 1978 by a really dedicated group of folk music lovers and volunteers. And ever since that point, it's been a long-standing community tradition. It's really the cultural heartbeat of the Bow Valley and something that has really rippled across not only Alberta, but across Canada as one of the most long-standing and renowned festivals in Canadian folk music culture. So we're so lucky that we have this here in the valley, in the heart of the mountains.
There is a sense of pride and honor in everyone who has helped this event grow, from its beginning into the signature weekend that it is now.
Hi, I'm Judy Vincent. I'm one of the founding members of the Canmore Folk Festival, which started 48 years ago. And I'm so excited that it's still a happening thing. You can hear Asanavi in the background right now. This is one of the reasons why I started doing this, is to bring great music to Canmore. Also, all the folk arts and that are on the grounds here. It's a fabulous, fun community event. You run into people that you may not run into the rest of the year, but everybody's having a fun time. People come here from other places in the world, in Canada and Alberta. It's just a fantastic place. And as you can see, in the most beautiful setting you could ever have. Canmore, Alberta, in the Rocky Mountains.
And those who have been entrusted to carry the festival forward have found balance in growth while staying true to the vision of the founding members.
I think when I took over from Ken Rooks and Sharon Bowie, I kind of expanded the Folk Fest umbrella, or folk music umbrella, if you will, of the type of music that was played. And there's always this fine balance of making sure you keep the audience that's loyal to the festival, but also bringing in new audience. And over the years, you know, I tried to do that, and then I aged, and I really wanted to leave the festival before I, you know, wasn't doing that. And so it was really great to have Jenna come on board, younger. Now, you know, most of the festival staff are all younger people, bringing in a new flavor to the festival, but still maintaining the traditions.
Since taking over as the Artistic and Executive Director in 2023, I've really acknowledged that I am responsible for this cultural heartbeat and for honoring the longstanding traditions that have been passed to me. So we're looking to bring not only the festival into the future, but also honor those traditions and honor the legacy and the resilience of our audience and our volunteers. So we're just really lucky to continue on that path.
For me, the tradition of the Folk Festival has always been about community. So it's about a community of people that come to take part and listen to the music and be part of the festival atmosphere. And some people would come year after year after year, and it was a community of people that would come together, and sometimes they'd only see each other at the festival. And then it was a community of the people that volunteered, coordinators, volunteers who would come from far afield, and they'd take their vacations just to work at the Folk Festival for the weekend. And it's also about the festival artists who would come. They'd often see each other at different festivals or at showcasing events, and then they'd come here and there'd be this real camaraderie and they'd enjoy watching each other. I remember one of my favorite scenes was Colin Linden of Blackie and the Rodeo Kings, and he's a producer and musician, used to play with Bruce Coburn, and he'd be standing side stage watching David Lindley play, so there was this appreciation for the musicianship. So community was really big, and the festival giving back to the Bow Valley community.
The festival's leaders make it clear, what started it is also what keeps it alive. Year after year, people return to volunteer, not out of obligation, but for the love of the people and the memories they have created, and want the next generation to experience.
Our volunteers are truly the heartbeat of the Canmore Folk Festival. We have over 750 volunteers coming from both the Bow Valley and across Canada, and we truly could not be doing this without our volunteers. So everything that we're doing is thank you to them. We have a multi-generational approach to volunteerism. Folks have been organized with the festival since the 70s, and now their children and their grandchildren are involved. So it's really a community event. It's really heartwarming to see how much resilience and how much dedication that these folks have in ensuring that folk music and music stays a part of the Bow Valley culture and beyond.
We are a family that have been volunteering here at the Canmore Folk Festival for years. So I have been here since I was a little kid 40 years ago. My parents.
We moved here August long weekend 1982. We had a chance to see Stan Rogers on the stage before that stage was even here.
You helped build this.
I helped build that stage, yeah. So we've been volunteering as a family group since 1983.
And then my kids have finally gotten to actually volunteer this year.
Yeah, like other times we just helped out, but this time we officially volunteered.
Yeah.
They actually have to work.
Yeah. And so we are the product control. So we are where the artists will bring all their merchandise in, we inventory it all, keep it all within our area here, and then we send it over to the merch tent when people are purchasing. And sometimes it gets crazy busy, but that's kind of all the fun of it. So it's great to be able to meet the artists, kind of get to see what they are selling. We've sold everything from vinyl, t-shirts, scrunchies, tote bags, tea towels,
fish hooks,
golf balls, mugs, all different things. And we always love coming to the festival as a family, and I'm excited that my kids get to experience what I grew up with too.
The really great thing about volunteering is that we have over 50 different departments. So you could, if you're really interested in working with artists, you can go in the artist liaison departments. We've got transport, we have green team that are making sure that we are a zero waste committed festival. Anything that's your interest, you really can find a spot and a home in the Canmore Folk Festival as a volunteer.
I'm Anna, and I am on the photo team here at Canmore Folk Fest, and I've been doing it since 2017. So there's a big team of us. There's like 10 of us. We have different shifts, and we wander around and shoot different artists, the sponsors, all the guests, all the volunteers, and we deliver them to the festival as we go. So we have to edit them in real time for the fest, so they're able to post on social media, and we get them content throughout the entire weekend.
I am the 50-50 volunteer coordinator. So I'm the one who oversees all the people that are out there smiling and selling those tickets to you. And I've been coming to the Folk Fest for years and years. And this is my first year volunteering. So I decided finally our kids are old enough, we can leave them to wander the site on their own. So we signed up and are volunteering. So it's been an amazing opportunity, and just to meet people from all over the place that are coming here for this.
I've been volunteering at the festival for about 6-7 years. It is a lot of fun. It is a community affair. I get to sit by the stage, take a lot of photos. All my friends are here. The musicians are great people. You gotta love Canmore. You gotta love the Canmore Folk Festival. I do too.
One group that has really gone above and beyond in recent years is the Green Team, which is now run by the Biosphere Institute of the Bow Valley.
My name is Jackie, and I am the environment coordinator for Canmore Folk Fest. That means that I lead the green team in sorting all of our waste. This year, we're hoping to divert even more waste than last year, which was 91%. So that means 91% of all waste that was created at Folk Fest did not end up in garbage. They ended up in recycling or compost or other streams of waste diversion. This year, we've also partnered with Muse to start a reusables program. So coffee cups and beer cups can be reused, washed, put back on site to stop waste from entering the festival in the first place.
No matter what the role is, from setting up stages to taking care of artists, selling tickets, or being elbows deep in garbage, the same smiling faces seem to come back year after year.
It's the highlight of the year for me. It's fun, that's why. It's all about fun, and I have a lot of fun here, and that's why I do it.
I grew up here in Canmore, and I actually don't live here that much anymore, but I somehow make it home for the fest every single year. It's just so much fun. I get to see so many friends and family. It's like the most social week of the entire year for me. It just means a lot to see the community, all my friends, the same people year after year. I just have so many connections that I've just made through the festival.
If you've never volunteered for the Folk Festival, you should totally consider it. The people that I've met here while I've been volunteering have all been super passionate, super supportive, super friendly, super tolerant if you make a mistake on the first go.
If you sign up to volunteer, you don't just get a job. You join the community and gain a bunch of new friends coming together to make the magic happen.
Yeah, it's for me now. I come and I meet people, people that I don't see every day anymore. But we always get together here, and we enjoy the music, and we enjoy the community.
And we've done various departments. We always haven't done product control. We've done some of the information and food booth area, and you've been
I ran the site for quite a number of years, and actually ran the festival for the 10th.
Yes.
And with the help of many volunteers. Back in the day, we ran this festival with 50 or less volunteers.
Right.
And when I needed more, I would just go to the crowd and say, come on over here. We need some help to pull this tent down. And they would. And that was the lovely part.
I'm part of the site setup crew. So what you see behind me here are some of the things that we've been active in since over a week ago with a dedicated crew of volunteers that is one of the things that brings me back. Happiest bunch of people you've ever seen. Guys and gals that are willing to do the work under any circumstances. And I'm just so happy to be part of this, one of the most beautiful settings in the world for a festival of this style. And sitting here in the mountains, it's just wonderful to be here. Makes me feel good, makes my heart warm.
And at the center of all that work stands the iconic Stan Rogers stage, the heart of Centennial Park, and the place the whole town holds close.
I would say we have one of the most beautiful permanent stages for a folk festival across Canada. We're really honored to have the Stan Rogers stage, which was lovingly named after the folk legend, Stan Rogers himself, who really embodied the folk culture of Canadians gathering together, building community through a dedicated love to music. This stage also really solidifies our commitment to music and culture year-round in the Valley, so not just the festival, but this stage reminding us that we are always looking at ways that we can support our local artists through a permanent infrastructure right in the downtown heart of Canmore.
Well, we got involved right away. Actually, that weekend in '82, I came down and helped pull the stage, which was across the field on a flatbed trailer.
Right.
And I pulled the scaffolding down the next day. And it was in '83 that we started building the stage, and that has taken place over a number of years and been renovated more than once. And it's been, every time we add to it, we add to the community.
Built by hand and cared for by the people of Canmore, it has become more than just a stage where people play music.
Stan Rogers playing here at the festival, and the naming of the stage was before my time, but it's certainly a very iconic stage. It's one of the older buildings in the town of Canmore, and it really adds to the flavor of the festival, the quaintness, the intimacy of the festival.
To me, it's a gathering spot. It's community, Jimmy. It's the common bond of music. And I always use the analogy of it being a sandbox where everybody can assemble. And I think it means the world to me. And for local artists to play here is just a thrill. And we're very fortunate to have this. All the performers want to come here and play, and who wouldn't want to? And I think it's a gathering spot. And music has been a common bond for communities and humanity forever. And I feel this is the spot.
The people who watch shows here will all tell you that they have many amazing memories, but everybody has a core moment from the stage that they'll never forget.
The thing that sticks in my mind the most is my last festival in 2023. We had a massive hail and lightning storm. There was a river backstage, and Irish Mythen and Richard Thompson were stuck in the dressing tents. The power went out, everybody was scrambling, and we evacuated the site. And on come the McDades, who are from Alberta, amazing band. They come on and they start playing acoustically, and they were like the Pied Pipers. The sound system came back on, and slowly people were coming from all different parts of Canmore, filing back into the site before Irish Mythen finished her last song, and then Richard Thompson came off, and then they had a big finale, and it was a great song that they did in my honor, which was so special. That definitely, speaks to a memory I have of the festival and how resilient the audience is, that, so many people came back, standing there huddling, watching the final show. So that's my big memory from the Stan Rogers stage.
So Joan and I lived right beside the stage, 1982. We woke up one morning early to the sound of music, and the festival was on, and we looked over and gathered around a fire with Stan Rogers and all his friends. They'd passed the jug and they'd passed the guitar all night, and our morning coffee was to these beautiful mountain harmonies. Sadly, it was the last time we heard Stan sing, because the following June he was killed in the plane wreck. And that's the memory. And so to have his son and his brother Garnet, who he toured with, come and play here, and then all the other artists that are sort of carrying on the legacy and paying homage to Stan is wonderful.
Throughout the year, you'll see other events on this stage. Summer Theater Under the Sky, Canada Day celebrations, and sometimes even couples saying, "I do."
We got married on the stage, I remember we had all of our chairs set out with people who we had invited to the wedding, and then the whole back crowd was just all of our like people that just came to the park to watch us get married that couldn't officially have in like the chairs. And then we had our reception at the Union Hall, and it was a party and a half, so it's pretty cool. July 11th.
But Stan Rogers Stage is only part of the story. There's 2 other stages on the grounds and a pub stage that give musicians who call this place home a space to step up and be heard by big crowds. And they receive support far beyond the annual festival days.
The Canmore Folk Festival Society's mission statement is to be more than a weekend. And really what that means is that we have a year-long presence in supporting and amplifying the careers of the local Bill Valley artists. So it's a really huge part of what we're doing, not only during the festival, but behind the scenes. We really appreciate and honor the work that the local Bow Valley musicians are doing, and they're such an integral part of our festival, from the tweeners to playing the Miners Hall to going into workshops, but then also getting that year-round development through workshops, through mentorship opportunities, and through year-round performances.
We built up some cred because we've been playing in the Valley for a really long time, which has been very helpful. But this is a new project that we just started where we kind of really get to focus on a specific genre, and with our new friends that are just killer musicians. So we're frankly having a great time. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's been really cool. Like, Folk Fest has always supported local artists at the pub stage or stage 4 there. So whether it was like us playing there or seeing friends play there, it's always been really cool to see, smaller local artists also play at the Folk Fest alongside all the main headliners.
We expect there to be no rain at the pub stage.
Amen to that.
There are flush toilets at the pub stage.
And dancing.
There is beer at the pub stage and a dance floor. Sounds to me like the pub stage is the place to be.
I feel like absolutely.
And in the spirit of passing along the songs, there is a commitment to developing the skills of the young artists of the Bow Valley into future festival headliners.
As part of our artist development program and efforts, we're really committed to really getting music into the lives of the youth in the Bow Valley and beyond. So this starts in our family area, where we have strategic programming specifically for young children, for families to get their hands on instruments through instrument petting zoos. We do work in the Canmore high schools as well through scholarships, as well as continuing education. And then we start to work with them in cohort programs that allow for these young musicians to start to step their foot into performing and to really work with growing musicians as they decide if they want to make this a career path. So we're really committed to developing and honing these careers from a very young age.
Yeah, I mean, we've grown up here in Canmore, always come to the Folk Fest. Our mom would bring us when we were just little kids, still changing our diapers. So, growing up, being able to see it all change and just grow up around such great music, it's been a pleasure, and yeah, super cool.
Yeah, it's been super inspiring. Just like, I think a lot of inspiration from our music has come from artists at the Folk Festival and everything, and seeing what music can be it's definitely been inspirational here through our youth.
So I think growing up in the Bow Valley with all the support of other musicians around here and coming to Folk Fest at a young age really helped me develop my love for music, because I got to see a bunch of other artists that I really like play, and it kind of taught me what I kind of wanted to do and do what these guys were doing at the Folk Fest when I was younger. I remember a few years back I saw the Arrogant Worms. I thought that was really fun to watch. They did a few workshops with other bands, and I thought that was really cool.
Yeah. When I was in grade 11, well, actually Noah was teaching it. The Folk Fest did a collaboration with the high school, and we got a bunch of musicians from the school, kids, to come together and all play music. And we played the Friday opening night, which was super cool. Definitely the biggest stage I've ever played on, and those kids, just the opportunity to play in front of people. And yeah, just opened up a lot. And then actually that year as well, we had the opportunity to play at the pub stage. And that was, definitely one of our highlight moments to be able to play in the Folk Fest ourselves.
Youth Band The Ducks are soaking in every note of these programs and putting them into practice.
There was a thing when we did the Canmore Folk Fest, we got partnered with another band called Saint Arnaud, and they were sort of our mentors for the weekend, so we we got to play with them on the free festival Friday night. They kind of taught us a few things like how to book gigs, how to book tours and stuff, because they did like a workshop thing that a few people got to go to, and there was just like a Q&A sort of session. And there's also things, Ellen Braun, she puts on a songwriting course for young musicians, so I got to do that, and that helped us write some of the original songs that we played at the Folk Fest.
And all of the upcoming artists speak very highly of the opportunities that come from engaging with Canmore Folk Fest.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy to see how it slowly transitions. It definitely doesn't happen overnight, but you know, making connections through Folk Festival and then transitioning from meeting people like Jimmy, yourself at Rocky Mountain Live, and how that's eventually led to shows in, you know, not just inside the Bow Valley, but leading out throughout the Rockies and other places. To show like Kim Churchill and opening up for him was an amazing experience for sure. And yeah, big highlight there in our career, and we hope more of it comes from experiences like this.
I just think the Folk Fest is a great way for younger musicians especially to get their music out there so that they're more well known and play with some bigger bands like Blue Rodeo and other bands that are playing at the Folk Fest.
Along the way, the previous director, Sue Panning, has helped us out a lot. And then the new director, Jenna here, has helped us a ton. She helped us get into she selected us to play at the Warm-Up Festival this year, which was such an amazing experience. And then, of course, all the volunteers that make this happen are a treat for sure. So.
For the veterans of the local music scene, there's a special pride in seeing the legacies carried forward by their successors, from the stage to the office.
Passing of the torch it's been easy. Most of the kids, and our daughter Margot is a perfect example in her group. They were kind of raised here at the Folk Fest, and to see them step forward and get involved, and the new volunteer, and Jenna's done an amazing job of blending the old and the new, both through the artists and the volunteer base, and so I have no problem with that. What's happening, it's been effortless, and it's you know, I think it's a great. Actually, there's some grandkids working here now of people that volunteered, so that's really amazing. So yeah,
it's been great to see Jenna and the team continuing with community involvement and supporting young artists, doing some stuff with the schools, and now having the warm-up that really showcases locals, and doing the Friday night event that showcases some of the young up-and-coming talent, and seeing the Ducks and the Isaac Brothers and Irene Poole and the Cave Arcade that, you know, have been here in the valley for so long. You know, I think all of them maybe grew up here, and seeing them evolve and having the support of the festival to become these amazing musicians going, you know, I think Irene was just in Calgary, got some award, and it's just wonderful to see the support the festival continues to give to this community and the up-and-coming young musicians.
I'll tell you, man, they keep me informed of new music, and I hope that we keep them informed of our old music. And you know what? Keep playing. This has been a wonderful place. They, you know, through bursaries and workshops, and the kids, you know, there's proof of it in the valley. There's so many young performing artists per capita. I think it's a pretty special place for that. Just keep playing and writing, man.
While the organization nurtures young musicians, it also celebrates the talent of local female artists, who played a major role in last year's lineup, bringing energy and their powerful voices to the proceedings.
The Canmore Folk Festival is really an outlet for musicians from all backgrounds, from all generations, to share their stories and to share their talents. We are always trying to have an honest and clear reflection of the actual music industry, which means amplifying women's voices, amplifying voices from diverse backgrounds, as well as amplifying voices that often aren't heard, so from our Indigenous communities and from the surrounding newcomer communities as well.
This is my first festival, so it's incredible to be here, especially as a Canmore resident, because this festival is so close to my heart, and it's really just so meaningful to actually be on stage instead of just taking in the music from artists all over the world. It's incredible. I've come to the Canmore Folk Fest so many years now, and it's one of my favorite parts about living in Canmore is having this festival in our backyard. And there is a difference in being a performer, but it really just feels like more of the same because there's such a strong feeling of community. And now the extra special thing is now getting to share my stories back with the community. Now I get to be part of building the community, and it feels really magical. I love it.
Yeah, Canmore Folk Fest has been such a special way to connect with artists who are out there doing the festival circuit. It's been nice to have the support for local musicians. I think the warm-up is something we've all played the warm-up, and that was a way to kind of get in touch with Folk Fest, get in the door a little bit, and it's really great to have an opportunity like this to play as a trio.
Yeah, Folk Fest, I feel like, we are really lucky because we haven't recorded yet. So to be able to perform here and do these things, it actually gives us more of a chance to book gigs that we can get a little more money so we can actually make the recording.
I've gotten so many opportunities to meet and sing with so many incredibly talented people right here, and I don't have to go far to find those people, and to be able to sing with them is it's such a privilege, and it's something that I'm hugely grateful for, to be honest.
These wonderful women all lift each other up and are proud to be peers in this thriving scene.
There is so much incredible local female talent from right here in the Bow Valley. I'm so grateful to call many of them friends. Emily co-produced my upcoming EP, Branch Songs, and I got to see her perform on that stage today. And I'm just so grateful as an artist from the Bow Valley and a female artist to be so supported by the Folk Festival, and especially as an emerging artist. They're so good at providing a platform for emerging voices to get a spot on stage.
My favorite question people always ask the girls and I is, where are you guys from? Are you from the US? Are you from this place? Are you from that? And so being able to say, no, we're from here, it's a sense of pride. Being able to say, no, you have local talent that you should pay attention to, trust me. We don't have to be from somewhere else to have good music.
Yeah, there are so many great women out there making art, making music. And I think one of the things I love about the Valley, and then even as I've moved to Calgary, is there is so much support between other women artists that it's not like a competition. We can all win. We can all be sharing our art and supporting each other. And I think it's like that kind of equality is really nice to see, and that the festivals are giving that support, because not every festival has gender parity these days, and I think that, is something, there's still places to go on that, but the fact that some festivals, especially like Canmore, are really focusing on making sure that women artists have a chance to be seen on the big stages is really important.
And of course, from local musicians to headliners, there is one team that all artists love more than any other, the Sound Crew. A team just as excited to be part of the festival as any other.
The crowd, the music, workshops, the main stage is cool, but I love the workshops, seeing everybody collaborate like that, the jams that happen, and I get to sit right next to it.
And your favorite workshop this year?
Actually, the first one today with Medusa.
Yeah, Medusa was good.
What was the other one? Blanking on the names, but.
Just shout out to my Aussie friends on stage yesterday morning. That was a good treat. So yeah, love that.
If you haven't been, you need to go, because
Yeah.
this is one of the best backdrops in all of music in Alberta.
Yeah, and just shout out to all the Canmore Folk Fest crew and all the volunteers for putting this together. It's been awesome.
To help the artists provide beautiful songs for the sound techs to work with, in recent years, Folkfest has partnered with Right On, the songwriting experience.
So as part of our artist development program that we're running year-round, we've been working with Right On, as well as other smaller songwriting groups in the Bow Valley, to really ensure that locals and emerging artists are receiving the resources that they need, and that's often through performance opportunities, that can be through workshops, that can be through speaking opportunities, as well as just getting them out into the community and understanding kind of the ecosystem of the arts in Canada.
I am with the Right On Songwriting Experience, and this weekend we had a showcase with Right On artists, and the Canmore Folk Fest is so brilliant. They have partnered with us to support emerging artists, and we teach a 8-month songwriting program, and we choose the best to come and represent the entire Calgary universe. It's fantastic.
So Right On Songs program was honestly very crucial for my career as an artist, because before I was in the program, I was just going from bar to bar, playing cover music, you know, loving kind of being that karaoke singer where I can just sing any tune I could. But I also kind of had deep down that insecurity of like, I don't have any music to kind of offer this world. So throughout that program, I wrote songs, I met lots of people, and I'm still connected with them. I'm actually at the Folk Festival, hanging out, watching shows with some of my peers in that program. And a lot of accolades and opportunities have come ever since taking that program as well. I also was here on behalf of like the Right On Songs program. I was a member as well. And I had some of my buddies come and perform and do a writer's round, and I wanted to support.
Hi, my name is Christy J. Simmons, and I this year was a participant on the Right On showcase stage, which is really fantastic. My first year participating in this festival, but I've been here many times, and it's a spectacular festival. I got a lot out of participating with Right On. I would say one of the most profound things I got was a sense of community. Nancy and Pip and the people that do the whole Right On program do a phenomenal job of bringing people together in a way that's very supportive. And rather than it being all competitive, which I think sometimes music is, and that can be a difficult thing for musicians, it's very encouraging and supportive. And so rather than feeling like you're now in this big pool of people that want gigs that you're not going to get, you get a piece of every gig, or you get included in things, and it's really it's encouraging. It's very inspiring.
For the pub stage, we had Christy Simmons, Matthew James, and Leanne Lightfoot, and all of them have projects that they're working for and towards, and it's fabulous. And then on Friday night, if that's what you're referring to, it was littered with incredible people. Even one of your lovely crew came and took the songwriting, and they wrote a brilliant song. Like, it's going top 10 in my car. It was called She's Gone. Oh, She Gone. Pardon me. She Gone. Pardon me. I got it wrong. She Gone. In 1 hour, we wrote a song, and it's changed our lives.
And that was a lot of fun, because I would say that it was very participatory. There was really, everybody that was there had a chance to contribute to the songwriting process. So that was a very neat experience.
Programs like this is very important because we have a lot of, like, for instance, this weekend we have a lot of things going on right now. We got the Blues Fest in Calgary, we got the Bluegrass Festival, Taste of Calgary, Big Valley Jamboree, Strathmore Stampede, and out of every one of those things, I think the Folk Fest has the most listening audiences. They're, even before the artist has hit the stage, new or established, these people are listening, and I think that's why I kind of am enjoying my time here, because everyone's appreciative of the music, and you don't see that every day.
New partnerships like Right On are building on a solid foundation of support for the folk music scene that has been in place for decades in Alberta. There are familiar faces from organizations such as CKUA Radio and Calgary Folk Club that come out to support year after year.
The partnerships that we create for the festival are really integral to the long-term success, and why I think we are hitting our 49th year in 2026. Some of those partnerships would include long-standing organizations like CKUA, which is one of the reasons that Alberta has such a prominent place in the folk music community. We have the most per capita folk clubs in all of Canada, and I think that CKUA and their commitment to showcasing Alberta music is really integral within that. So we are so blessed to have them as year-round partners, and so blessed to have them on site and working with us continually. They're such an instrumental force in not only our community but across Canada and amplifying music careers. So our alignment is just so strong. Additionally, we work really strongly with the many folk clubs that are across Canada, which would include Calgary Folk Club, Fish Creek Concerts, New Moon, many of the other folk clubs. We have so many that are really, again, amplifying those careers. And I think what's really key here is that we are all part of the same ecosystem, and we're all here to support one another and all have the same cause, that we are trying to bring music to the community, we're trying to support artists, and we're trying to ensure that this is a viable career and a viable path for artists to take as we move into the future.
CKUA is Alberta's voice for music, arts, and culture. We've got deep roots in the local Albertan and Canadian music industries. We work with artists from the beginning, the middle, and throughout their career to give them exposure on a platform that they normally don't see. And we were resurrected by the folk community and work with them every day. We're supported by them as a donor-funded radio station. You know? Well, I mean, CKUA as it stands now was really resurrected by the folk community, and we represent a lot of artists that play these festivals, that play local venues, that play local crowds. We've been fortunate enough to give people their first radio play at times in their careers, and coming out here and having an opportunity to engage with them, to interview them, to get their voice back out there on these sites is really important to us.
So just how does the Canmore Folk Fest stack up to the big city festivals in Calgary and Edmonton?
This is one of the coolest, chillest vibes I've ever been a part of. It was one of my favorite festivals. But really, as part of the folk circuit, it is foundational as part of the Edmonton folk community. They're complementary. I mean, there's the producers, promoters from all the festivals are here, engaging with artists. The artists are touring through lots of them. Jana, Eli, everyone here has been the most welcoming, enjoyable group to work with on an ongoing basis. I can't say enough about them.
While CKUA has been getting artists on air with their recorded music and through interviews, the Calgary Folk Club helps create performance opportunities, build their skills, and foster connection among other artists and listeners.
I've been involved with the Canmore Folk Festival since year 2, so I've only missed 2 years in the whole time. I used to MC the main stage and love the Canmore Folk Festival. Been the artistic director for the Calgary Folk Club for a lot of years, and often pick up people that I'm really interested in bringing to the folk club here at the festival. It's a great lineup. We really work as a collaborative way, and so for a lot of years I would come out and help the artistic director here with setting up the side stages, help run the backstage. Like I said, I emceed for a while. It's always been a collaboration. We like to operate within the tenets of folk music, like peace, love, brotherhood, let's work together, because together we're stronger.
Just the synergy of a like-minded community in Canmore and Calgary. This part of the world is very big on folk music and does a great job at it. And we're just trying to build on it.
Ken, who was the artistic director for years, he passed away a couple of years ago. He was really instrumental in making this become part of the community. Sue Panning has done a great job as artistic director following Ken. And then now Jenna is carrying the torch and bringing it forward. I think the artistic directors are amazing. And I see volunteers here that I've known for 35 years, that they just keep coming back because it's a family.
And this family will continue to grow, with a culture already built of young musicians being raised into music by their families, and such strong support systems in place through the Folk Fest programs, Calgary Folk Club, CKUA Radio, and now Rocky Mountain Live. The future of this scene isn't uncertain. It's already taking shape, in the hands of young artists finding their voice, in the volunteers stepping into new roles, and in the next generation of folkies who will carry the event forward. And anybody who plays a part in the festival's history has a sense of pride seeing it move into its future.
I'm really proud to have been part of this organization, something that's been running in the community for, I guess this is the 49th, I believe, is coming up. And to have a festival, it's the longest running in Alberta, and to have been part of that. I mean, I was with the festival for 18 years, and to see it change and grow and pass it on and see it change and grow is such a wonderful thing. And I'm really proud of the festival. I think it's wonderful, and looking forward to a great future for the Canmore Folk Festival.
We've already seen it shift with the times in recent years, welcoming in the beer gardens, bringing Festival Friday onto the main grounds instead of a street party, and creating new spaces like the Right On songwriting experience. But even as it grows, the heart of it remains untouched. The overnight wait at the gates, the tarp run with folkies rushing in looking for the best spot as the bagpipes lead the charge, a sea of tarps in front of the Stan Rogers stage, people stretched out in the grass, soaking it all in, local artists owning the pub stage, then stepping onto the big stage as tweeners. And let's not forget, the annual hail or rainstorm, where folkies run for cover, wait patiently, or sometimes, maybe a bit impatiently.
We want sunshine! We want sunshine! We want sunshine! We want sunshine!
Maybe they head home for a while waiting for an update. But in the end, showing their resilience and dedication to the festival, the staff always make the show go on, and the audience always returns for the final performances. And on Monday night, voices joining together for the Stan Rogers sing-along. No spotlight, no headliner, just a shared love of song.
The Canmore Folk Festival is truly just at the heart is about community. We are living in an increasingly digital age. We're surrounded by screens and we're feeling more and more disconnected. And really what a festival can do is get us away from that. It can put us down on the grass, in the tarps, get to know our neighbors, get to know our community, get to know one another, and really just bask in the stories that these wonderful artists can tell us. And there's something really important about that, especially as the world is shifting and things are feeling more and more challenging. It's to get back into those roots of what the festival's about, and that's just truly community.
Canmore and its folk are happy and willing to disconnect from technology and connect with each other. The love of the music, their people in this town, and the Canmore Folk Festival is something they all share.
I love the view of the mountains at the Canmore Festival.
At the end of the day, it's all about friends and family. Respect.
I love that Side Hustle is playing because they're the best band ever.
It's just like a great place to go see some new music and listen to folk music and get some good food and hang out with some people.
So a chance to catch up with all of the locals and community that I've grown up with because everybody comes out. So that's probably my favorite part.
It's a family festival. I have been raising my children here and they're so comfortable that I can bring them here and they can run like rabid and I never need to worry about them because the community at Canmore Folk Fest is so amazing.
The Canmore Folk Fest has a hold on those who participate in it. You'll always see faces return, whether they have come every year since they were young kids interviewing staff and artists, or musicians from the other side of the world who come back more than a decade later in their illustrious careers. The voices you've heard in this film echo something deeper than a weekend of music. They echo belonging, because this festival was never built on marquee stars and Billboard Top 40 songs. It was built on people. And now, as the songs carry forward, so too does the spirit behind them. The quiet moments between sets, the laughter behind the scenes, the steady rhythm of volunteers, staff, and musicians. You can feel it. This festival is in good hands. A new generation, already tuning their instruments, already finding their voices, already writing the next chapter. You hear it in the rising notes of the Ducks in their song Happy Place, a love letter to this town, to the mountains, to the feeling of knowing exactly where you belong. And they're not alone. Artists like Caroline White, the Isaac Brothers, the Three Sisters, and Cave Arcade, each one adding their verses to the chorus, each one carrying a piece of this legacy forward. Because here, in this place, music isn't just something you hear, it's something you belong to.
Yeah, anyway, thanks for doing this, Jimmy. It means a lot to us. I can't believe how blessed we are to have the Canmore Folk Fest, Stan Rogers stage. Every year I come here, it's like a family reunion. I get to see people once a year, reconnect, and the common bond of music. We just need more of it in our life. There's a lot of goofy stuff going on in the world, and they can never take music away from us.
This is my happy place. place with friends.